Well, the Ohio State football team coming out of the tunnel from their locker room wearing their usual home attire, their scarlet jerseys, silver helmets, gray trousers, and the white numerals. Michigan will be wearing all white with their blue and maize trim. Back Davis Warren, 3rd and 5 Michigan. Working with their own 16. Now Morris, slow motion from right to left. Snap to Warren, back to throw, pressure coming. He looks to throw, zips that one upfield, and it's caught. Receiver dumped at the Michigan 29-yard line. Tyler Morris, that's a Wolverine first down. Stop made by corner Jordan Hancock.
Yeah, that was something that Indiana had success, running those in routes, deep in routes, a dig route, and that's what Michigan went there with Tyler Morris. Warren able to complete his first pass.
Pistol formation with Howard at quarterback, Henderson behind him at tailback. And it'll be a handoff. Travion Henderson coming left side to his own 45, tackled at his own 46-yard line by Michigan defensive lineman Mason Graham. 2 wide to the left, single flanker to the right, and it'll be Travion Henderson with a run right side to the 15-yard line. He's locked up and going to be pushed backwards for a stop. And getting back to him was linebacker T.J. Guy of Michigan. Carson Hinsman, center over the ball. Will Howard straight behind him. Gets the snap. Howard back to pass. He'll flip it downfield, incomplete at the 6-yard line, and Makari Page was there to cover out of the secondary, Emeka Ibuka. So the field goal unit will come on for Ohio State.
Yeah, Emeka Ibuka started on the left, came across the formation, in motion, took that route, tried to get back inside, just couldn't quite get that one hooked up. So Ohio State will send their field goal team out.
Michigan with 2 receivers wide to the right, 2 wide to the left. Edwards in the backfield to the left of quarterback Davis Warren. On 2nd down, Cody Simon showing a possible blitz for Ohio State. He backs away, snap to Warren, looks to throw, tosses right side, and it is caught. The receiver is dumped by corner Denzel Burke at the Michigan 36-yard line. Hogan Hansen is, but that gives the Wolverines a first down. Kalel Mullings in the backfield to the left of Alex Orji. 2 wide to the left, single flanker right. 3rd and 3, Michigan at their own 44, down a field goal here in the first quarter. Orji in the shotgun. Gets the snap, Alex Orji, and he takes off running behind blockers, goes wide to the left. He's got room. He'll scoot to the 50, get to the Ohio State 40, to the 30 of the Buckeyes, where he is finally tackled by safety Caleb Downs. Alex Orji with a big payoff run for Michigan.
Well, you're right about the running part. He likes to run the football, and he has. He's had just 1 TD rushing this year, rushed for over 228 yards on 50 attempts, completing just 52% of his passes. So the Buckeyes knew what he was going to do, but couldn't stop it.
Nope. So 1st and 10, Michigan to the Ohio State 37. Working from the Ohio State 27. Mullings the handoff, going right side behind blockers, and he's dumped by corner Denzel Burke at the 20, finished by linebacker Cody Simon at that spot at the Ohio State 20.
Well, they had a shot for him right near that line of scrimmage, but Jack Sawyer couldn't come off the block there, applied by Evan Link.
2nd and 2, Michigan at Ohio State's 19. And it'll be a handoff. Mullings trying to flip out to the left side, and linebacker Cody Simon has a hold of him. But Mullings drags the pile to the Ohio State 13. That's where the play will come to an end. It's a first down for Kalel Mullings of Michigan as they keep driving into Buckeye territory.
Yeah, they're getting hit after first contact. We got to start knocking them backwards. The Buckeye defensive front has to get physical here in the red zone.
Minute and a half to play first quarter. Michigan 1st and 10 at the Ohio State 12-yard line. 2 receivers to the left. Now one of them Morris, slow motion to the right. Mullings in the backfield with Warren. 3rd and 8 Michigan at the Ohio State 12 late in the first quarter. Davis Warren out of the shotgun. Back to throw with pressure coming. He's being chased again. Throws upfield, and that ball's going to be dug out for a catch by Moore right around the 3 of Ohio State. We'll see if they review that play because he went low to get it. Denzel Burke, cornerback, was covering Moore.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Ohio State's. Well, they're going to get up to the line of scrimmage.
They sure are. 4th and 1 at the Ohio State 2. To the left of quarterback Will Howard is in his own end zone. Howard gets the snap, hands to Judkins, and he's going to be grabbed and stopped right at about the line of scrimmage, the 3-yard line, by linebacker Jayshon Barham. Out wide to the left, coming wide to the right, Emeka Ibuka and Carnell Tate. And on 2nd down, Will Howard out of the shotgun. Howard takes off running straight ahead himself, and he's taken down at about the same spot. The 3, maybe the 4, is Michigan's Mason Graham, defensive lineman, makes the stop.
Yeah, Mason Graham there working inside against Tegra Shabola, was able to toss him aside when Will Howard pulled that ball and tried to run. Picked up maybe a yard on that play. Big 3rd down conversion here for Ohio State.
With Will Howard who's in the gun. 3rd and 9, Ohio State from their own 4. Howard to pass out of his own end zone, tosses right side, and it is intercepted at the 10-yard line and taken down at the 2 where Carnell Tate tackles corner Amir Hall. And Hall comes up with his 2nd interception of the season, both of them coming in the last 2 weeks. And Michigan will have a 1st and goal on Will Howard's 7th interception of the season.
We're only going to field his interception short of the goal line. Sideline warning, Michigan.
Well, that has no effect on the play for the moment, so the Wolverines given a big gift by the Buckeyes.
Yeah, it looked like there, not a good thrown pass by Will Howard. Carnell Tate was going more up the sideline. That pass was short behind the receiver. No chance for him to make that play.
Well, this defense that we talked about being so good nationally in the red zone, again put to the test. Michigan first and goal at the Ohio State 2. The Buckeyes leading 3-0, 13:21 left until halftime. Warren gets the snap, hands to Mullings again, and Mullings is going to push everybody into the end zone for a Michigan touchdown. Kalel Mullings with his 12th rushing touchdown of the season, and the Wolverines have a 6-0 lead.
Well, we talked about the keys of the ball game, turnovers. You can't turn the ball over. That time Ohio State tried to get an outside route there near the sideline, and Hall was able to come underneath that, take that down to the 2-yard line on that interception return. After 2 plays, Michigan puts it in the end zone.
Smith wide right. Howard gets the snap out of the gun. Hands John. Now Howard takes off running left side, and he's hit hard and stopped at the Michigan 33. Safety Makari Page. Linebacker Ernest Hausman with the contact in Will Howard. And depending on that spot, he may have the first down. And somebody is slowing on the ground.
Howard.
Timeout for an offensive injury. This will be a media timeout.
And remember, we saw Will Howard go through something like this at Michigan State. Timeout on the field. With 10 minutes exactly to play, second quarter, Michigan 7, Ohio State 3. This is Buckeye football from Learfield. Now Will Howard resettles in the shotgun. Hands it off Judkins. Cuts it up the middle as he started to go wide to the right, and he is knocked down to the Michigan 24-yard line. Linebacker Josiah Stewart brings that play to a stop. Wolverine 19-yard line. Will Howard in the gun, gets the snap, hands it off on a fly sweep. It's Judkins coming left to right, and he is stopped at the 20-yard line. Ernest Hausman, linebacker, makes the tackle on running back Quinshon Judkins, who came from a slot left around to the right. Beyond Henderson next to his quarterback Howard. 3rd and 7, Ohio State at the Michigan 20. Low snap, slow snap. Howard throws down the right side of the field toward Tate, incomplete at the 1-yard line. As Tate had to try and go higher for that, he was covered going down near the goal line by safety Wesley Walker. A 38-yard field goal try for Jaden Fielding, who earlier hit a 29-yarder. John Furman, the long snapper, is positioned over the ball. Joe McGuire to put it down to the 28-yard line. He puts it down, the kick by Fielding for a 38-yard field goal try in the air, and that one goes through. No, they wave no good, excuse me. He started to raise his hands, and I looked down for a second. No good on the field goal try, so the score remains 7-3. Michigan will lead over Ohio State. Timeout with 7:28 to play second quarter. This is Buckeye football from Learfield. Tommy Doman's punt, senior from Rochester Hills, Michigan. William Wagner, the snapper, gets it to Doman, hits that punt from his 15-yard line. He gets back to Downs in a hurry. He'll let it bounce behind him, roll inside the 15. It's going to roll down near the 10-yard line, and Michigan will get it down to inside the Ohio State 10-yard line. That call is going to be down to around the Ohio State 7-yard line. So Doman, 3 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left, leaving Howard alone in the backfield. Now Henderson will motion back there with him. 3rd and 8, Ohio State from their own 9. Michigan adjusts defensively as well. Snap to Will Howard. Hands it Henderson, and he's going to be grabbed and stopped for a loss of about a yard. Michigan was all over that play. Linebacker Jaden Hood brings down Travion Henderson, and that play draws boos from the crowd as Ohio State will have to punt away.
That'll be a 3-and-out for the Buckeye offense. So the defense holds for Michigan after getting a great punt. Now Ohio State's going to have to try to flip the field their own way with their punter, Joe McGuire.
It'll be Dominic Zavada trying a 54-yard field goal. Wagner is the long snapper. Clock moving, 2:27 left until halftime. Wagner in position. Doman, the holder, puts it down to the kick by Zavada for 54 yards. That's a low kick headed toward the upright, and that one is good by Dominic Zavada. And he adds to Michigan's lead. The Wolverines, thanks to Dominic Zavada's 54-yard field goal, they have a 10-3 lead over Ohio State. Will Howard gets the offense assembled. He's got Travion Henderson next to him in a shotgun formation. Smith wide to the right. Snap to Will Howard. Throws the ball with pressure coming, and that ball's going to be incomplete at the 40 up the right side for Jeremiah Smith. But Michigan had a better chance at getting it. And over there was Zeke Berry trying to make a play on the ball.
Yeah, 3, almost 4 defenders there around Jeremiah Smith. Brandon Ennis was in that ball game for a play. Now he trots over to the sideline.
But somebody didn't block someone. There was a defender that had a free run at Will Howard, forcing him to throw that balloon ball up. 2nd and 10, Michigan, or Ohio State, their own 25-yard line. So 10 seconds and counting. Will Michigan even bother to try and run another
play? Doesn't look like it, Paul.
It certainly doesn't. Half will come to an end. Ohio State and Michigan are tied at 10 after one half of play here at Ohio Stadium in Columbus. 10-10 the score, Ohio State and Michigan. Stay tuned. Skip Mossick with our halftime show coming up next. In a 10-10 ball game, this is Buckeye football from Learfield. Ohio State needing a win to get to the Big Ten championship game, and they've got another half to do it. Doman's kick is in the air. Headed to the south end, Travion Henderson for Ohio State. We'll watch it bounce in front of him. It checks up. He's got to come field it and go down to the ground at the 6 to get it as he kind of backed up on it, and it checked away from him. So Ohio State not with ideal field position to start the half. Judkins in the backfield to the left of quarterback Will Howard. 2nd and 7, Ohio State at their own 35. And Will Howard in position, gets the snap. Back to pass. He looks, flings a deflected pass. It falls incomplete, shy of the 40 for G. Scott, but it looked like it was linebacker TJ Guy who may have gotten a hand on that ball.
Yeah, he did. He tipped that away, so Ohio State will have work here on 3rd down to find a way to keep this drive alive that started on their 6-yard line. Got a couple first downs there. Last one was to Carnell Tate. Maybe they'll dial him up again.
3rd and 7. Will Howard moving Emeka Ibuka from right to left. Howard gets the snap. And he's in position to pass, hit while throwing middle of the field. Incomplete for Ibuka and almost intercepted the 20-yard line. Wesley Walker, safety, had the best chance to get his hands on the ball, but safely for Ohio State, it falls to the ground, and the Buckeyes look at 4th down and will punt.
Yeah, the second worst pass that Will Howard had. The first one was that interception earlier in this ballgame. That one looked like he almost shot-putted that football across the middle instead of standing in there and throwing a shot there to Emeka Ibuka. So Joe McGuire is set to see if he could put this inside the 10-yard line and pin Michigan.
Judkins to the right of quarterback Will Howard in the gun. Howard gets the snap, hands Judkins, sweeping left side, and he gets hit by TJ Guy, linebacker, and stopped at the Michigan 16-yard line.
Howard should have kept that one. There was no one back to the right there after he handed off that football. Of course, they adjusted for that, but, yeah, maybe lost a yard on that play.
Judkins out, Henderson back in at tailback. As we approach the 5-minute mark of the 3rd quarter, Jeremiah Smith will go wide to the right. Carnell Tate, Emeka Ibuka wide left. Snap to Will Howard. Looks to throw. Looks right, looks left, looking middle of the field, but throws, and it's intercepted at the 10-yard line by Makari Page of Michigan. He stepped in front of Emeka Ibuka, and Makari Page with his 2nd interception of the year. It's the 2nd pick that Michigan has had on the day against Will Howard. The Wolverines will have the football. Timeout with 4:51 to play 3rd quarter. 10-10 the score, Ohio State and Michigan. This is Buckeye football from Christian, Kazmarek, and Ibuka off the line to the right. Smith wide left. Will Howard out of the pistol. Gets the handoff. Hands to Judkins going over right guard, and he's swallowed up right away. Stopped maybe at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of 1 as Michigan was ready for that play, and it was lineman Kenneth Grant with a stop.
Yeah, we didn't get much push there on the right side of our line. And of course, they're running right in the teeth of that defense. Their defensive tackle, Tegra Shabola, just got to do a better job getting some movement at the point of attack.
2nd and 10. Ohio State at Michigan 16 in a tie game here in the 3rd quarter. Howard with a slow snap, rolling to his right, looking and throws back middle of the field. Caught by G. Scott at the 16 of Michigan, and that's where he's cut down. Defensive back Amir Hall made the play on G. Scott to bring him to the ground. Will Howard set up in a shotgun. Travion Henderson is to his right. Emeka Ibuka, Carnell Tate wide right. Jeremiah Smith wide left. Tight end G. Scott on the right side of the line. Howard gets the snap. Draw handoff Travion Henderson, and he's knocked down by lineman Mason Graham around the 17-yard line. So Ohio State will have to settle for a field goal try.
Points are a premium right now, so I don't disagree with that call. You want to make sure you don't have an interception or turnover after throwing 2. You don't want to put the ball in the quarterback's hands to make a bad play. That time they handed it off inside to Travion. Now we have to put it through the uprights after missing a field goal in this game.
Jaden Fielding 1 for 2. Hit a 29-yarder, missed a 38-yarder. This will be a 34-yard try for the junior from League City, Texas. John Furlman will snap it. Joe McGuire will put it down at the 24. Everybody in position on the line. High snap, but it's put down, and the kick for Jaden Fielding is up toward the uprights, and he misses. The snap probably pulled it off target. 2nd miss that Jaden Fielding has had on a field goal try. And a timeout on the field with 1:58 to play 3rd quarter. The game remains tied 10-10 Ohio State and Michigan. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.
Buckeye Nation, the game's on fire.
In the backfield is Mullins next to quarterback Davis Warren. 3rd and 6 Michigan from their own 24-yard line. Ohio State with some adjustments. Warren back to pass, throws in the middle of the field, and it's caught. Receiver at the 30 is dumped by linebacker Sonny Styles. That is near the 1st down mark. Klein with the catch. Michigan's tight end, and they'll move the chains. Morris and Klein to the left. And each duo will split out wider than they were. Warren in the shotgun, Mullins next to him. 3rd and 5 Michigan at their own 35. Ohio State beefs up the defensive line. Warren back to throw. Pressure coming. Throws complete to the Michigan 41. Klein with a catch up the left side in front of safety Lathan Ransom. And that should be a Michigan first down.
Yes,
and it is as they move the chains.
Yep. We got it past the 40. They started this drive on the 20-yard line. They got it just past the 30. Now they get it to the 41-yard line. So a fresh set of downs for the Wolverines.
Klein picking up the load due to the absence of Colston Loveland. 3rd and 8, Michigan at their 43-yard line. Peyton O'Leary goes wide to the right. Hansen wide to the left with Morris. Now Morris will motion to the right, joining Samaj Morgan and O'Leary. 3rd down, 8 to go Michigan from their own 43. Davis Warren in the shotgun, back to pass at his own 34, being chased, rolling to his right, being chased by Tuimoloau, flails one upfield, and it is caught at the Ohio State 39 by O'Leary on the right sideline to give Michigan a first down in Buckeye territory.
Davis Warren, that was a heck of a throw, heck of a play by the quarterback there as he caught that football, had some pressure applied, had to roll out of the pocket to the right towards the Michigan sideline there, and then put it on the money for number 81, Peyton O'Leary, to come up with a play.
Came back and set up in front of defensive back Jermaine Matthews.
The ruling on the field of a completed pass is under further review.
All right, 11:49 to play fourth quarter. Game tied at 10. You think it might be incomplete?
Looked like it hit the ground.
Well.
No, maybe not. See if he got his gloves underneath that.
Well, so the officiating crew will initiate the video review of that play as we have 11 minutes and 49 seconds to play. Bobby, what do you think about what you've seen from Davis Warren playing quarterback today here for Michigan?
Well, it's been a gutsy performance by him. Like, it's not flashy. It doesn't look necessarily pretty.
After review, the ruling of a catch is confirmed. First down.
And he's just getting the job done.
Tight end Hansen will set up on the left side of the line. It's 2nd and 10, Michigan at Ohio State's 39. Snap to Davis Warren, back to pass Warren, steps through the pocket and takes off running to the Ohio State 30. Davison Igbenosin, defensive back, tackles him at the Buckeye 27, and Davis Warren picks up a first down with his feet for Michigan.
Yeah, it was a big, wide open there. Ohio State had a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Warren felt that, saw that there was nothing in the middle of the field, and he quickly went up there and picked up about 12 yards.
Now this Michigan offense continues clicking. First down at the Ohio State 28 with 10.5 to play in the fourth quarter and a tie game at 10-10. Tyler Morris wide right, Kendrick Bell wide left. And Alex Orji out of the gun, gets the snap, gives it on a reverse. Bell rolling to his right to throw. Bell will fire it down the right side, and that's going to be a penalty flag thrown as the ball's incomplete for Morris at the 1, covered by Denzel Burke. That ball took forever to come down, and it's going to be pass interference.
Yeah, Denzel Burke never got a chance to turn around. He ran into the receiver there as the receiver stopped his route.
3rd and 5, Ohio State at their own 17. Game tied at 10 with 7:09 to play in the fourth quarter. Howard settles into the shotgun. Hinsman snaps it to him. Howard back to pass. Blitz is picked up. Howard looks. Now being chased, Will Howard, and he eludes one defender, runs right side to his own 15. Gets to his 20, and that's where he is tackled at his own 20 by defensive lineman Kenneth Grant. Buckeyes are looking at 4th and short.
Boy, I don't think you could go for it here. And Ryan Day says, you're right. We're going to send our punt team in here. So coming up a yard short of picking up that first down after Will Howard looked a few different places to throw that football. Couldn't find anybody open. Felt the pressure, scrambled up, picked up 4, but just not enough to pick up the first.
Now Morris motioning from right to left. Ohio State adjusts appropriately. Warren gets the snap out of the gun, hands to Mullings, running straight ahead, and Mullings is stopped right at about the Michigan 48-yard line. Safety Lathan Ransom, linebacker Cody Simon haul him to the ground.
Well, that ties Mullings' long run of the game, 8 yards. That time he picked up 8 yards on first down, so this sets up Michigan.
Quarterback Davis Warren in a pistol set. Gets the snap, hands it off Mullings straight ahead, and he's knocked down by defensive end Jack Sawyer around the Ohio State 47. Gains the first down. Mullings does on the run.
Yeah, just running right through behind their left guard there. They got good push against our defensive line there. Had a little gap for Mullings to run through. He shot that, was able to pick up about 3 or 4 yards.
And a tie game at 10 here in the fourth quarter. Bredesen moving in motion left to right. Snap to Davis Warren, hands it Kalel Mullings right ahead, and he's got room to the right side, cut down to the Ohio State 45-yard line. Is jumping in with safety Lathan Ransom to make that tackle. It's a Corson 3rd down now.
Boy, it looked like he was going to get a lot more than just 5 yards on that carry. Lathan Ransom closing from a safety position to make that tackle on the open field.
3rd and 6, Michigan at the Ohio State 44. Again, the clock a factor, 3:38 in rolling here in a 10-10 tie game. Michigan 3rd and 6 at the Ohio State 44. Davis Warren straight behind the center, Greg Crippen. Running back Kalel Mullings off his left hip. Snap to Warren, hands it to Mullings, moving straight ahead, and he's going to be pushed backwards. He shoots forward, and he's going to run all the way down to the Ohio State 20-yard line. Finally taken out around the 16 by Caleb down safety. When it appeared he was stopped for a loss, Caleb Mullings kept jackhammering his feet, and he gives Michigan a first down deeper into Ohio State territory.
Yeah, and Mullings comes up a little bit limpy after that last run by himself, but that was his longest run of the ball game there, and you're right. It looked like they had him boxed up near the line of scrimmage, and he's able to bounce it to the outside towards the Michigan sideline and up the field.
They'll bring Jordan Marshall, the freshman out of Cincinnati, now in at running back due to the injury to Donovan Edwards. The center in a shotgun. Gets the snap, hands it Mullings running straight ahead, and Mullings is stopped around the Ohio State 10. Pistol formation, Davis Warren at quarterback, Mullings behind him at tailback. Now Bredesen in motion, Warren gets the snap, but play was stopped.
We had to call timeout. 12 guys in the field.
Oh, wow. And that was the confusion you alluded to.
They didn't know where to line up because all the spots were taken.
Wow. Michigan was going to run a play to the right. So 1:55 of the clock here in the third quarter. It is still 3rd and 3 Michigan with the ball to the Ohio State 10-yard line.
Illegal substitution, 12 on defense. 5-yard penalty will remain 3rd down.
So they didn't get the timeout called in enough time.
Correction. That penalty results in a first down.
Yes, it does. Well.
They get their timeout back, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So it's going to be spotted at the 11, so a 21-yard field goal by Dominic Zavada to try and give Michigan a lead. Game tied at 10 with 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. William Wagner, the long snapper over the ball. Tommy Doman, the punter, will put it down to the 11. Wagner in position. The lines are set. Wagner snaps. It's a high one, and the kick by Zavada in the air, and that one goes through the uprights to give Michigan a 13-10 lead with 45 seconds left in the game. Dominic Zavada, 2 for 2 today. 21-yard field goal. And Ohio State now will have just 45 seconds and no timeout with the football. 1st and 10, Ohio State with the ball to their own 25 and 45 seconds to play, down 3 points. Snap to Howard. Back to pass at his 16-yard line. Steps up through the pocket. Throws it out on the right flat. Incomplete at the 25 for G. Scott, who was covered by linebacker Josiah Stewart. Smith wide right. Tight end Scott left side of the line. Henderson in the backfield. Will Howard gets the snap. Retreats to toss. Pressure coming. Throws it out on the right side. Caught by Henderson. Out of bounds of the Ohio State 26. Out in front of corner Amir Hall. Will Howard had pressure to deal with.
Yeah, Barnum, number 1, was able to come inside there late. A little bit of a delayed blitz. Came up and was able to hit Howard as he's throwing that football down the field.
3rd and 9, Ohio State from their 26. Howard back to pass. Howard looking. Hit while throwing. Spins away from a defender. Now resets. Throws up the right sideline. Incomplete as he threw it out of bounds for Ibuka at the 40. He was covered back there by safety Quinton Johnson. And the Buckeyes looking at 4th down with 28 seconds to play.
Maybe Josiah Stewart, 0, applying the pressure on Will Howard there. Will Howard rolling to his right. Ran out of space there on the sideline, so this is a ball game right here.
And you can see the Michigan players on their sideline jumping up and down with excitement, and Ohio State desperate. 28 seconds to play. 4th and 9, Buckeyes with the ball to their own 26, down by 3. 3 wide to the left, Smith wide to the right, Henderson to the backfield. Will Howard sets up to throw. Howard looks. Howard steps up, takes off, throws, and it's incomplete, and that's the ball game. He threw it out on the right flat, and he had pressure all around him, Will Howard, and Michigan is in a position to pull off a gigantic upset in what appears it will be their 4th straight win over Ohio State. And a penalty flag comes thrown well after everything had ended, and it will keep the Buckeyes from having a chance to play for a Big Ten championship. So 23 seconds to play. And Michigan has done what Michigan had hoped. They've come here and wrecked a dream.
10 points. It's the lowest scoring they've had all year. Offense wasn't there. Michigan's defense was able to step up. Michigan's offense was able to do enough in this ball game. And again, if you win the rushing attack, you usually win this game. Ohio State lost that battle and going to lose the game.
Michigan will have the ball 1st and 10 at the Ohio State 41 with 23 seconds to play. And this will by far be the highlight of Michigan's season. A year in transition after a national title, Davis Warren takes a knee. And Michigan is going to come away from Columbus with a 13-10 victory that will keep Ohio State from playing in a Big Ten championship. It is Michigan's 4th straight win over Ohio State. Again, the final score 13-10. Michigan defeats Ohio State. This is the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.